welcome to our round 2 of the BuddyBuddy. So round 1 is concluded. We are now playing two people who are 1-0 first round. Unfortunately, Kim, we have a game lost start with. Tell us why.
Well, there was a deck error in Roxanne's deck. I don't know what card the error was, but binary? Oh, apparently it's a binary. The game loss for Roxanne, so
yeah, that means that Elias has to win one game to conclude the set. I've heard the judge that they've already done their setup, so we'll take it to their matchup.
Yep.
So you'll see that there is the fist bump.
And they are starting up. So we can see Elias already won a round, won a game. So Roxanne needs to take 2 back-to-back wins, take this game to the next round.
Yeah. I also noticed and talked with both Elias and Roxanne. They will be playing the best of 3 format, just so that you have something to watch, some content, that you can see the matchup between the Lopunny and the Festival Leads Day, which normally should.
Yeah, I think Mega Lopunny it's a very bulky Pokemon. Not sure if Festival Lead can one hit. They can.
Yeah, they have. We have some info because we have talked to the buddy of Elias. That's Lars. We will be playing the VG part this afternoon. I also see the deck list that they have. So they have the Black Belt and the Kiran. So they have some. So normally, if we get this Deepling inactive with Festival Ground, so we can attack twice with the damage boost. Normally, should to hit the 330.
All right, yeah, we will. But of course, it has to be back to back because you don't want to leave that Lopunny in the active with some damage because then the damage will be gone. Anyway, but will our Festival Lead, will Elias those damage boosters back to back? The Black Belt, of course. I guess we will have to wait and see if all the pieces are going to fall in place for Elias.
Yeah, and like you said, you don't want to hit a Lopunny and leave damage in play because then naturally you have the newer card, Bally's Competition, which heals all your damage from something you don't want to see. You see how that one has a soft start and Rotom's ability to become forest Pokemon on the net and spars in play. That's very fine. On area already double app the cookies you will come to.
A rather special card on the and all Pokemon don't really that often. The Petilil and the Lilligant, we don't always the deck list, so it's critical cash for extra damage.
Yeah, but you want to see naturally is the Lilligant with its Sunny Day ability, which means that your grass Pokemon do 20 more damage. So that's another damage buff that the Deepling has to get the KO on the Mega Lopunny.
Yeah, something we don't see quite often. It's very spicy to conclude. Extra. But of course, there's only one group. You want as many Twakis as possible, of course.
And the Stadium Bump and the Deepling. So that's a rather nice term.
Just out of the hand blade.
And then we go immediately into the Twaki with its Boom Boom Groove ability, which means that if you have a Pokemon with Festival, then you can search your deck for any card. It reminds me of the good old Pidgeot Hits with its search. So immediately he just plays the cards that he has searched with the Twaki item.
Yeah, he searched the lilies. And now, of course, playing a lily for a fresh new cards.
Yeah, so like Lily's determination, if you haven't taken cards, you can draw up to 8 cards after show.
Now we might more monkeys.
Yeah, maybe an extra. I don't think can we now have to attack if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think it's a bad play to go. Those are very small attackers. Possible. Or
Now we see the newer card Poképad Plate, which says that you can search for any non-blue box Pokemon. Of course, as the Lilligant with it, because of that, he offered immediately that card to Roxanne to read it, because that's not a card that's
no.
actually so common in the festival league decks, even amongst the pros or the TCG players who plays regionals.
We're seeing a wave here.
Yeah.
Immediately taking out 2 Pokemon, because 2 smaller Pokemon. Pokemon can.
Yeah, so Deep Lane actually does 20 for each Pokemon on your own bench. So if a full bench does 100, but if Festival Ground is in like twice, it's a little again. So every Pokemon that's under 120.
Right, we do see Roxanne playing the Hilda here, grabbing that spiky little spice to the deck. Whenever that Pokemon acts, that spiky energy will immediately damage him back to Pokemon. So a little bit of extra more damage, but we do see the attachment of turn going to.
Yeah, so enrichment energy, when you attach it, you can draw 4 cards. Now, what we now see, attach it to the defense pass, because the defense pass has its ability, whenever you draw, when you use it, you draw 3 cards and you have the defense pass and attach card back into it. So you can recycle your enrichment energy.
Exactly. But I enrich it back into the deck so you can see for a possible next turn. Roxanne actually. Yes.
Yeah, she needs to promote first.
She needs to promote first before she puts the BuddyBuddy. You can see the cards you draw with one card before you promote, but then you need to Pokemon. But very obvious that you the bunny. Since it needs to be promoted to get the damage to attack with.
And that's something we actually now see with VG players who are playing at the sequencing. 100% optimal, but you do see know what to do and know how to.
Yes.
So, it will be the same this afternoon with TCG playing and it will be, I think, a rather worse case than we see now. So
yes, we can't be too hard. This player used to this game. Filiponi was became active and he will hit for a 200 definitely.
Yeah, the only down part for that team is on track, and so the ball deeply up from beatable and Roxanne in problem naturally out like when it can be a bit take down.
Most of the times, yeah, I would say that the festival lead might have hit advantage here of the single prize, double prizer matchup, but still Pokemon team. Thinking.
Yeah, only the one thing we didn't see when we were talking about was the.
Yes, exactly. That changes things.
That changes the whole story. Now we can see that's it. The
Yes.
deeply like
Pokemon with the festival lead.
You see going through again if it doesn't have the out on just to go to
at least one KO, because
yeah, then
it
we have
would
to see
be-
what Roxanne
yeah.
promotes.
I to be honest, it would be a little bit weird. Single prize got KO'd. You would think the Megalodon defend easy kill.
That's
never know.
something you can
Yes.
play TCG that they don't see that part. But of course, Elias now
Are going to
play
see
the
the
secret box and
Kiran.
do the puzzle wave for Kiran, Brave Bangle,
Yes,
and
exactly.
of course an item. So you can
So it
boom boom
looks
boom for
like
second box.
Elias is
Yeah, that's a very aggressive turn, but it can be very. There is not from the second boom boom. I think to get another deep limb because I avenge it.
yes, a little. Or maybe this going to be the point.
The gold deep. Just a filler on the
Yes.
bench to get 20 more damage on.
And also to have a Pokemon in play. Happens. Mysterious. Oh no, we just
Yeah. The energy
yes.
wanted. So I think boom boom works on energy.
Energies and or team. Okay, KO. Trying to get rid of that Megalodon.
Interesting. So now there is already one spot. And balloon
Yes.
to one of the could be knockout.
For sure, I don't believe that going to stay where it.
I forgot this.
Yes, I think discipline for their preparing for.
Of course, the case that he didn't, that Pippin would get KO in other Pokemon. And that's why he always needed the second Pippin. Yeah, Goldin has that ability. Okay. Want to draw. I also think for it obsolete.
Yeah. So I think Roxanne is like rather like yeah. Viking.
Now we can have a bit of sight if we want.
Giving that no.
Already put but I don't.
No, she just wants to make awful sense.
Yeah. Now we see the Goldin.
Yes, and there it is, the air balloon. And we see the
that was taken
again.
from the secret box last turn, so Elias saw this turn coming. Therefore took also the Goldin from the picking from.
Exactly. So now the question
was also final taken from the boom, not the secret. So if Bengal would do 30 more, Kevin would do 60.
Yes, 60.
And then the Lillian would. So we have 80. So that would be 180.
Yes.
360.
Yeah, that should be. It's basically a Gladion. But off the record, Gladion is not legit. It's not legal yet. On the newest Pokemon mention.
Yeah, that's the new Pitch Black set which was released yesterday. So like every other set. 2 weeks after release. That becomes legal to play.
And we do see the dip.
There
it is, the break.
The Kiram. We would see the peak 340. Now, Elias is explaining the math to Roxanne because it is really a bit of math. It's the Lilligant, it's the Bango, it's the Kiran, and everything comes together for Elias.
So right now what happens is the Dipplin will attack with 180, and then because it will attack again with 180, it will take indeed 2 times from the spiky twice into the binary, but I mean, it doesn't really matter again this much because they're already small Pokemon.
Yeah. You see what an uphill battle this now is. So 4 prizes for Roxanne and only 1 from Elias. But with that spiky Roxanne, multiple keeps attacking with Pokemon.
Yes. But then,
there's still a lot that need to happen at all. Now we see the ability used.
The dance back into
the Loponia.
The flying the dance bars.
Yeah, you do notice that Fiji players aren't used to shuffle cards. They press buttons, they don't shuffle cards, so that's a bit easier for them to do. So we see now that shuffling your deck is also a skill.
Yeah, apparently, yes. It's something that happens quite naturally when you're playing the game that often. You don't really think about it.
But and furthermore you play. So that requires a lot of shuffling.
Yes.
So this is a really good practice for
it's either a good practice or maybe a little bit of a downside.
By the end of the day, she's a pro in shuffling her deck.
Of course. You will.
So there is a boss played, so
the boss was added to hand.
Yeah, it's grabbed from Pocket Case, so I'm curious played because I don't really see what we can grab because the Lilligant has a energy attack cost and a 2 energy retreat, so then there would be another balloon needed, but and there is no boom boom, so that could be important.
Means she not take chaos. Price.
No, that's a stall turn.
Stall turn, yeah.
So Roxanne is debating what to throw away for the Ultra Ball.
The Hilda, really.
I also do think that this entire time after the big knockout on the Roxanne is aware of that. Game is pretty much.
It's 1 prize for course. There are no prizes. Going to be.
There's also no way for Roxanne to take multiple prizes. You're not a Dragapult take, you're not a Wellspring Ogre. You can do bench damage, you're not a Grimmsnarl, 30 on a bench. So that's that. But this deck against Festival leads.
Also thinking, what's she gonna do with it? Do you see the mist energy?
Normally the mist energy is in the Dragapult, so that you can do counters on you. But now
no, she's just taking the KO.
Actually, see the big turn from it on the Lopunny. Even either here.
Yes.
The dance part, or has to do that turn again.
Yes, but there's a black. Could potentially do it again.
There's a black belt and a second mangle, and black belt doesn't do 40 more, but 30 more,
40
more.
So it would even 20 more damage.
Yeah, so that would negate a bit again, but can also be. also.
Oh,
Boom,
red
boom,
card. Oh, we do.
Yeah, so when your opponent on 3 or rises,
Oh, that's 4 cards.
and we see that
Oh,
game is paused now.
yes,
So
indeed.
judge is called because there was 1 card throughout round 2. Because you draw,
Oh, it's even.
we'll be counting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's indeed only 3 cards.
Yeah, it's the old Iono to treat. So,
Ah,
and Roxanne
okay.
is now conceding that game after that game. So, but they will still play an extra round. They will
Yeah.
still play another. They will still play another round to ensure we have
Yes.
something to see in this matchup. So what we got from. So we see that they are now reshuffling their deck.
Just keep in mind, guys, that these are not used. We're cards drawn to just all in the handling. So Elias did get the win. Still, it's very humane. It's normal of these people to make mistakes. They're just all of it.
Oh, and that's also something maybe we'll see this afternoon. And that is also there you have different penalties. Penalties that this case aren't of like or disconnect. So that will be the other side. So now, of course, because Roxanne has lost the previous round, she is choosing whether to start or going second. So we'll see who will be starting extra round. So we have a bit of extra matchup content.
All right, it looks like Roxanne is going. Is the normal choice to go? You are a setup basics, and then both them and start attacking. Going the optimal choice.
Going first is the choice you do when you go blind first. The only downside is that, of course, there is only one fun lot. I mean, there are 4 Pokémon. Normally, you should find it, but it can always be priced. And that's feed aren't really used to have part of their tea or day that's not available to them.
Yes, price matter. Something that we already do very normally. That when the first, like, we check what's here, what resources we have to work with. But indeed, the VG not aware of that, not used to doing that because tired.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about VG, but
they have their entire thing. You actually right. Only what we will see this afternoon is that you have 6 Pokemon, but you only can choose 4.
4, okay.
So you have to choose the right Pokemon, and that's something that a VG player will do blindly correctly. He will say, matchup, choose those 4. And the TCG this afternoon will be like, I don't know.
Yes.
So that's a bit the same like we saw here. That's a bit also the same as what we saw with the special red card. So Roxanne didn't know that she only could draw 3 cards, and you draw too many cards too fast. She was really honest, really open to say, we saw the cards, and that's a double price penalty. So yeah, there's only had to 1 price, and the double price penalty became a penalty. So now we see that Roxanne really has the good setup once again. Only thing I like to see her is the fun roll. When you're attacking single prizes.
Yes, exactly. So you don't really need to evolve real did right now.
But that's the common game plan from the Mega Lopunny deck, because you play Mega Lopunny.
Yeah, of course, of course. But that's something that when you have more experience, something you insight less of. This is a Mega Lopunny deck. I need another TCG player with more experience. going in with the. But of course, you do need a stadium as well.
Yeah.
In order to attack with the.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But then you're banking on your festival, always wanting a stadium in place. So now we see that it can put the runaway draw ability in the discard, but that's not how it goes. It has to be shuffled in deck. It has to be shuffled in deck. So Elias offering a bit.
Yes.
And we see the promotion of the next students cards because now we cards that we want to. I think there's
yes, definitely.
Because on the other hand, what is the other? You only had one Poképad for a 6 sapling, and that was a. So maybe there can be a little bit of trouble in right now.
It's all possible. Just still Pokemon. It all depends on the cards. You do get a lot of cards, but don't have all. All right, we do the Lily's Determination.
Yeah, so that's shuffle your hands in your deck and get 8 cards if you still have these prizes remaining. If you already have taken a prize, then you only get cards still. Cards.
LDC like energy.
So that also means that other on the bench would attack into Mega Lopunny. So
and not BuddyBuddy Puffin. All those parts. The engine.
We forgot to promote the Pokemon. So first promote because otherwise you off him.
Yeah, benches. I mean, there was one bench spot.
Yeah, if you promote the Pokemon, then you get a 3 bench spot. So that's something to take in mind. So
of course.
There we go. A bit of sequencing.
Yes. But these are just minor things.
That's what we call suboptimal sequencing. I'm rather curious to see how VG courses this afternoon talk about suboptimal protector, suboptimal switches into VG players. So that will be the same issue that we are talking about. Because of course, VG part will be cast by some VG players.
Of course, because I wouldn't know what to say about it.
I would only be able to say he clicked protector, clicked the network, and that would be like, oh.
I would only be able to.
We'll stick to TCG.
Yes.
So, now we see the Puffin play from Elias. So there is another Applin. So there are back Applin, and there is there's a Crookie. Sorry, evolving to the Paki to Gungun Groove ability.
Yes, and a pass. So yet again another. It is a slower setup than the previous game.
One of the problems that the festival lead deck can have is that if you miss it on price just enough to be able to stand the double attack of the
Yes. Roxanne is able to, going long enough, might actually take more prizes than get back to, but
actually what you have to find is that you have to have a lead of 4 prize, because then when Elias gets the Mega Lopunny KO, which will be difficulty, then have an even.
Yes, exactly. Also, only one Grookey on the bench is not optimal because multiple you want to chain first Wacky and get your end.
So Hilda searched for the evolution Pokemon and enriching. I rather would have opted was the Grookey to kind of play. But this will be fine also because you will also have the knockout on the Applins.
Yes.
Another prize and another very.
Oh, about it, but then don't forget you. Okay.
Yeah, you already played one supporter.
Yes,
so
exactly.
You can only play one supporter per turn. So
yes.
That's one more than they can do in VG because in VG you can play 0 supporters per turn. So it would be rather new too. So just immediately stretching the upland. Is that
He needs that. He needs those apples. Another pass. So no evolution, no availability
no
in play, no search.
There is the
boss's order on that rookie. Run away drawing into the deck, please.
By the end of the day,
she will dream about worms.
Yeah.
Runaway worms.
Runaway draw all night long.
Yeah.
So that will be something to think about. But that's actually the very good of Roxanne. It's supported to get the search from area.
Yes.
I rather spotted some energies in hand, but like you said, no evolution or no way to find some evolution.
Yes.
So that's the big problem for it. Then you really don't want to commit the energy.
No, exactly. You don't. Yeah, there we see the concession.
That's one lost cause from it. So
it's a little bit sad because it would.
Yep.
Of that game loss. Yeah, didn't really matter. But still, well played of Roxanne. Get that rookie off the bench, sources away. It's unfortunate that Elias had to have this rough setup, but unfortunate it's also a side of the deck.
Yeah, and that's also one of the things that you want to see if you have this matchup to Festival is because you're a multi-prize deck into a single prize deck. So that's you have to hope that your opponent has a small setup so that you can take his primary Pokemon away, like you saw with the boss's orders on that rookie and the Soul Applin that was taken in the first time. So that's actually something you want to see. But I do think now that Elias will be opting to go first, of course, but because you both play an evolution deck.
Really want that setup, so it's really. There we go. So normally, it could be over Elias 1, but they're still playing third game.
Yeah, we
just
did ask
you
them.
Guys.
Yeah, we did ask him to play the regular best of 3 like you would. The game was, of course, for the match record was recorded and won by 2-0 by winning the third game. But we actually want to see the normal best of 3.
Want to see some action.
Yeah, because
otherwise you would be staring at the be right back. Another how long?
40 minutes, something like, because it was only game 1 and best of 2. So,
exactly.
And game 1 was rather quickly over with just taking multiple prizes and double prize penalty for the red card. So
and taking down gets you 3 prizes in 1. So a little bit of downside deck. 3 prizes.
Yeah, and also when you self-play
yes.
Because normally you would have the Dragon Ball team. The Raging Ball team. Aces give you 2 prizes.
Yes.
The Mega gives you 3 prizes. That's something you can manage. Because you can go 2-2-2 and make sure that your opponent can go 3-3.
Yes.
But in a single prize deck, you only go 1. He can go 3, you can go 1, but he has to take a small set of Pokemon for 1 prize.
Yes.
And that's an issue.
That's an issue. Right, do see the game. Anything else?
Do you think that we know the bet?
Yeah, she did corrupt. Man wrote
yes,
but that's the.
There are some cards upside down.
If you only play 1 copy of a card, there it is. All right, Roxanne, saved.
Yeah, that's your guaranteed. So that Fan Rotom has the ability Fan Call your first turn, or second, that's still your first turn.
Yes.
Then you can use the search colorless Pokemon from the same. Yes. And of course, the binary.
It's 100.
Sorry, yes. 100.
Yeah, I was thinking, wait, I searched Noctiles with that. Am I playing this right now?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
It's 100 or less. Yeah. So it's a very good Pokemon to start with. Obviously, colorless deck.
Yeah, and of course, all the dense passes, all the binaries, colorless.
Yes. Of course, it's the perfect. and we do. Lily's the back into drawing 8 price card.
What we now see is that when for your deck, you always have to offer your opponent cut or to shuffle your. So now we see that opted to shuffle, also to random of the deck, so that cards don't get clumped. But you can do both.
All right, we see the spiky energy and an air balloon. Back. Unless
she was going second, so she played. So she could have attacked
with
if she
the
had.
fan work.
Yeah, if she had something to attack with, or with the Benelli, but that would be very little damage. So this is really a set. I do it up. The Benelli does like 10 damage.
Yes, and the charm, but it's not gonna do it. That was.
Yeah, that wouldn't be something that you wanted to do.
No.
And the Fan Rotom has no space weak. Because otherwise I would always attack.
Definitely.
The admin that's now evolved. We're deep. Elias now finds the Twacky. He can use the Pokémon Green.
The bug catching. Cross energy and attempt.
Now we see that from that bug catch, Elias opts to choose the Shaming and the Lilligant. Other predicting because that has no use in this, but you don't want to have it.
Pokepad. Want to see first with bug catching targets in there, but now Lucky's boom.
Yeah, now Elias has to. He wants to search and think it. He's lacking one of them.
Lacking the stadium was the one.
And of course, he already has an energy attached from last time, so that wouldn't be an right. Oh, 100%.
Yes, it was a festival, but not before he also not.
So still opting to change the shaming because
Extra damage.
Yeah, the extra for the
double KO. And had to play smaller Pokemon because there was nothing else on the side of the double knockout for Elias.
And of course, the Fan Rotom has no.
Yes, exactly. So that's the correct option to promote. Get rid of.
Yeah, if everything gets evolved at Elias' side, it's beyond the 70 HP that the Fan Rotom does, and so you can sacrifice it.
Yes.
To safeguard your draw with the Dunsparce and your Benelis to get the Mega Weapon, of course. So we see the Puffing play for 2 Dunsparces.
Yes.
Just one the Dunsparce on the bench. Already evolved, which can be used for the runaway draw. And there is Big Air Balloon at the Benelis, so you can freely retreat that one. Your Air Balloon always give you 2 less retreat costs in the Pokemon, and the Benelli only has 1. Yeah, so that's more than enough to retreat.
Minus 1 retreat.
Yeah. Sadly enough, you don't get them when you retreat it that way.
Ah, man. Yeah. All right. We do see the Hilda. Hilda will search for an Pokemon. Yeah, there is the second Mega Lopunny. Are going to be Spiky or the Mist?
Some sort of energy. Yeah, I think in this case you want to have your.
Yeah, I think so. Because the Mist energy is not really anything in this matchup.
I could was the end.
Oh,
but you don't want to attach that to your Mega Lopunny.
True. No, indeed, you do want to attach that to the Dunsparce on the bench.
Yeah.
But those two.
So that means, once again, that Diplin will get KO'd by the Open if Elias attacks the Open.
Yes.
Right. And extra defense. Oh, no.
Yeah,
And to the other one to do more damage.
To do more damage, of course, and of course, the safe key. Take a look. It's a
but you always have an option other than the dance. Only one dance. But the other dance pass need to evolve. I know you don't.
But yeah, she looks like she did. Dance bars is fine.
Other because I see that 2 bangles. So every brave bangle in your deck, that's your hand. Not something you want also. Roxanne has 2 that card. Awkward.
Yes.
Now that is also what you want from that.
Yeah, and there is only one lucky search. Wonder what it was.
There isn't a group ready to be evolved.
Nope.
It's only the Diligent and Gaming that's in. So that's a bit of an issue.
At least Lucky's on the bench, right? I think it was the secret box.
Yeah, I do think that you always want to have that option because I do think that.
Yeah, Roxanne needs to take 2 more prizes. Yeah, there it
And
goes.
the other cards are 2. You want to keep your bank.
Yeah, of course, definitely. The boss? Are those 2?
I do think so. I do think so, but and you only play 1. Of course, the Mega Lopunny attacks with them. And that's the target you want to take. So you don't really have to be bossing something else. So, and you want to use your Kiran and your Bible to kill those players. So that's the order of trade. So maybe that's not the baddest thing. And also, other cards that could have this for bangers.
Yes.
It doesn't want to use those.
No, you definitely. At your disposal. You don't want to get. But I think getting rid of. But we do really.
So that's a stranger play because you search after you do the box before back in. Of course, the BuddyBuddy was played. The item that was searched from.
I think it's rather more a setup. Lacking a Lucky. There was the big cake going from.
Problem is, moment I think the energy.
Yes, the energy.
He has no energy, so it's no use to bang to a Pokemon that will get knocked out the next.
Rather than not set up the. Oh.
And you only want to catch that Brave Bango when knockout, so that would mean you have the Kiran or the Black Belt at that lock. Yes.
Definitely. The pass, no damage at all because that wouldn't be of any use. Rather want to go for knockout or.
But this is the price raise that we talked about. Was on that only lucky to eliminate
and the hard retreat to the Mega Lopunny for the damage.
Something other into on retreat.
Yes.
It only requires 1 energy. The attack that says on the bank to like
100.
Yes. More than enough.
Yeah. More than enough for that little Twacky or any of the festival round Pokemon. So
hard to retreat. Only too bad at all. And this is what we talked about. That's it. 2 prizes. But now Roxanne takes the second prize. A row without prize from area. So the other
at this point, yes, and this is what you want to see. I was going to say she's even playing a 3 prize deck, but favorable need get an advantage against those. Their energy ended the second lucky, so they would have been luckies.
You at least want one.
Yeah, but at least there is still
at least
one.
you have the ability to search. Now the Poképath is played for the search for another basic Pokemon, so that later on the Boom ability still can be. And I didn't notice the baby. Boom Groove will be out of a kit.
Yes.
Also, do think that Elias now is checking if it has one or both available.
Oh, there is an apple.
Yeah, that's just your next attacker to the bench to have the maximum damage output.
But then, does he have damage?
He has the Break Angle on hand for the Boom Groove ability.
Oh, right, okay,
so
sorry.
That's
yeah,
okay.
It was a Poképath.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that he had the.
And now it's the Boom Groove. Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little bit going way. So I was going a bit ahead.
because Elias was already checked that he had the supporters available. That's something that a more experienced player does is when he plays the deck search like a Poképath.
Yes.
You have to grab your Pokemon
I
without
missed
a Robux.
the Poképath. My excuses.
Yeah, no problem. But you have to Poképath to grab the Pokemon, but you can still check what's in your deck.
Of course, and there is that big knockout with that Babe Bangle, with the Kiran, with the Lilligan. A 2-hit KO with the festive damage. 4 damage counters in total are getting alliated back onto the.
That's that festival lead ability of dipping once again. If you have festival guns at the stadium, then you can choose one of your do it twice. Only that the attack on the card, not if you would have like in the past. Evo, you can't do the that's because it's on the attack that's on the card. Otherwise, it would be a very broken card.
Yeah, there was a speculation in the beginning that it would go like that, but nope.
The rulebook is very clear about that, and there are entries on it so that people would have the correct holdings on.
Yes, exactly. Because then later there was another being released, which could attack, which could use an attack on the first turn, but she could actually use the TM.
Yeah.
But she was written differently. Festival.
Yeah, there's a big difference in wording on the card.
Yes,
so
in wording.
That's like you have attack that you have availability to, or the attack that's on your card. It's something like that. That's if to viewers is that when you don't understand the card, just read it carefully. Think how you would play it out, and yeah, normally the most cards play themselves.
Yes. The Poképath, another Dunny, the Dunsparce. Now, Elias only needs 1 prize and needs 3.
We have the same debation like in game. One
first
after
game,
the game was. So that's what can I do to keep this equal, because that's now a very big doing the. There is an hesitation.
There is a.
It's like I think that the Poképath was used. The biggest thing now, now is that Dunsparce could already be moving on. Do keep in mind that this is a game that's not counting results in the BuddyBuddy. There was a game. So now we see both the Dunsparces left away because there was no certainty. But that's every little Pokemon away.
Yes.
And
exactly.
let Elias go through the big bad.
Yeah, because Elias only needs 1 prize. She is sure she's rid of those. Boss target. I want to see this.
The only downside is, with what are you going to switch out your Bunny?
Not at this point, not much. I don't think you can switch it out with that Kangaskhan on the
No. On the
so,
playmat.
yeah.
No, the Mega Lucario also is hiding under the prices, so it won't be coming into play also. But yeah, so that's now Elias promoting that Goldeen, and of course that's because you can use the Bumongu ability, the Goldeen
Yes.
as the fist.
But yeah, it's this moment old. Our players are just
normally when time is called in an official game, you have 3 extra turns. So the player that is doing his turn when called is turn 0, and then you have the other player that has 2 more turns and you have the turn in. So now we see playing the and evolving into the speaking. First time we see coming into play, he does 6 damage for 1 energy plus 2 cards, but he has also the festival, so he can do twice.
Of course, and then you do 120 damage and indeed 4 cards in total, which is also a very good Pokemon when you're in a rough situation, more draws. Then it's also always possible to just draw some with this. That's why there's most of the times like 1 copy of the deck. Yeah, 1 copy of it. Just
and now we see the other switch take from Roxanne is that Abra. That Abra, that's very odd in this deck because it only is there for its ability.
Yes.
Its ability is teleporter, which means that when it's promoted to the active, it can be shuffled away in your deck with its ability, immediately promoting the again. So you still have the solo pony has been promoted from the bench this turn.
Exactly, and your single prize Pokemon is gone again. There is
no easy target, and you're doing enough damage.
So there it was. There was that switch out
that we were looking for.
That we were looking for indeed. So, the boss on Rocky.
Taking away the move again.
The search engine, which is probably the strongest thing you can do against this. It's taking away the search. Not.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is actually a very. You have to think, what if it wasn't a biggest at the Mega Lucario?
Exactly.
There wouldn't be a game loss issue. And it's very, very close.
Yeah, this was, oh my goodness, yes, indeed. And it would have been 1-1 and would have been the decider, but then wouldn't be a draw. This time was called,
we have turn 0 was Elias. So turn 1 would be Roxanne, and now we have turn 2 for Elias, and Roxanne has turn 3. And she
there was no way
she can take 2 prizes, but if he has everything he needs to, he can KO the Mega Lucario, but a been attack, which isn't that bad for the Mega Lucario.
No, of course not. It would have been better than the loss she was given, of course. Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, it just it's it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's almost sad. I mean,
it's crazy because I do think that in our intro we were talking about the big price difference and the big advantage for the Festival League. It's rather more difficult than I thought.
It's closer than we thought.
Yeah.
This is what I like about the Pokemon. Elias is just attacking Mega Lucario. So if we take away that game loss in the beginning, then this would have been high.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. There is also the stadium bump, but normally it doesn't matter anymore.
So this is Roxanne's last.
Normally, yes. And there's that Wally's Compassion.
Healing. Yep.
That's healing. You can heal all your damage from your Pokemon, but you have to take an.
It's the first time we see a Wally.
Yeah. Yeah.
First Wally of the game.
There are 4 copies in the deck.
Yes.
They are there for a reason because you want to heal that Mega Lucario.
You do.
But in this case.
And there we do see the retreat again into the Abra. Abra teleport back into the deck, and now the Mega Lucario's damage boost is set back to 130. So we are likely going to see the KO. Yep, on
That's
the
the
Piplin.
KO.
That's the KO.
And because now we still continue, we are not
We're
minding the
continuing
turns because it's a game that's not.
It's off the record, guys.
Yeah, it's just to showcase the matchup in open for
and to
festival
showcase Wally. Give Wally some love. Come on.
Yes, and to show that playing single prizes into 3 prizes doesn't guarantee you a win.
Nope, definitely not.
So we see the second, the extra
attachment, but that's going to take it out. Is Elias going to take out the big bad bunny?
It could have if he has the K1, the black belt, or the brave bangle on him.
Yes, one of them.
He has the stadium on it, so we can burn the stadium.
But I'm not sure if I saw any of the other pieces.
Oh, and there's only one boom boom proof, so that can be an issue. And you don't want to damage the opponent because then we will see a second volley for this game.
The second volley of the... No, I don't think...
I think that... what he has.
The black belt is in the deck.
He needs all, and he needs all the pieces. He needs the stadium, but that's not like that. But he also needs the brave bangle and one of two support. There's no draw option.
Nope.
Stadium. I don't see the stadium.
Just
Passing, you don't want to do damage, and then you can do the.
And then the second attack. Yes.
The spiky hopper.
The hopper.
That's 100% damage. This would have been a tie or a win for the Mega.
Or maybe even a win, yes, because the time on stream could differ a little bit from the others. So yeah, that game loss didn't happen in the beginning.
This would have been such a close and exciting matchup. Of course, we have to in consideration that when game loss wasn't issue, we would have played the tweet.
Of course,
and I do think it would have been.
I think it would have been a tie.
Moment. So, but you see, you can take down the one prize of this, and rather easily if you're not careful, like tossing the surge, like playing the Abra. It's all coming together for that Mega Bunny, and that's a really nice deck. That play proceed like that.
No, it wasn't just actually a favorite for the festival player. Of course, the festival player is always a little bit favored because you are a single prize deck into a 3-prize deck. But yes, like we saw, this was anyone's game in game 3 for sure.
Yeah, because in game 2 you saw that Elias was lacking setup and then it's really an issue. But in game 3 it was really close. Both sides had their perfect setups and they really was close. They both found what they were looking for.
Exactly.
Roxanne made the heads of play to pass the Twackies, take away the so it was really well played.
Of course, I think the only thing for Elias to be in a better spot was having 2 Boom Boom Brews at the same time, like 2 Twackies available at the same time, because only got one at one time, and he did not get 2 groupies in the beginning. So he had to play his Twackies one by one, and that's the only downside for Elias at that time. If he had multiple Twackies,
then of course he would have been able to search for the black belt and the brave bangle, and then the knockout would
I think we would have seen the knockout on that Megalopony earlier,
so really well played.
Of course.
To pause around that. So I'm curious what we will see for the next rounds from the Megalopony festival.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add before we go to the next round?
No, I think it's very obviously we are working with the VG players here, and I think even though they're not used to playing the some choices from Roxanne here, bossing up that search engine. So give them some slack. We do see some weird plays, minor errors from these people, but we also do see that they're really trying. It's just they're just not used to in position. So I think it could be any of the players' game. Like I don't think there is anyone we can tell like who's gonna win or
no, it will be very close.
It will be. I think it will be just very close.
Do also keep in mind that in the afternoon, the buddies of those Fiji players still has to play and there is, of course, a classification for the pair. So it will all be really close. So be sure to keep watching this stream and over to the next one.
Yes. Bye.